Hey guys, this is December 15th, and I'm gonna go over my trade recap from today. Here we go. So today I took three trades, and today was crazy. If you saw my TikTok, you saw how I got edged on my first trade. But every single trade I took, I think the first and third trade were definitely A plus. The second one was, if I'm being honest, a bit emotional. I think because I literally got so edged. But um, yeah, I'll kind of walk through my idea for the day. So I went into today bearish, just because we had this huge sell off on Friday, and then we left just a bunch of gaps, and I could see that we're coming up to fill these gaps. But if you notice, like you can see how strong this move down was, right? Right here, we like 500 points, and then overnight, we're just obviously during the overnight session, it's like it's not going to be like a huge volume move up. But you see, we dumped with huge volume. All this is just imbalances, and we kind of were just chopping, up, up, up. So whenever you see that, that's a good sign that like we're gonna like reject this area. If we like started pumping out of here, then I'm like, okay, we're probably gonna come take these highs. But we were just kind of chopping. Left London low, Asia low, kind of relative equal lows. We had previous day low. Um, we had and then just like we have liquidity down here too. So I was just bearish. Um, but like I say, like in the two other videos I posted, I need to see two things. I need to see a 5 or 15 minute gap open, and then an inversion out, and then that's literally all I needed to see. So if we start on the 5 minute, you'll see. Go. This is market open. We dump, create a little 5 minute. So I marked this out, and I videoed this all in real time on my TikTok too, so you guys could see that too. Okay. So I'm just waiting. We end up forming a 15 minute right here, a huge 15 minute right here. Okay, let's keep watching. You end up taking these two lows, but still like this is my main draw, right? This previous day low. So even though we took these London Asia lows, it's not like, oh, liquidity sweep reversal. It's like, no, I'm gonna keep assuming we're bearish until like I see a huge 5 minute flip, right? So I end up creating another 5 minute gap here. So now I'm just waiting for a retrace, because if we take this low before I enter short, I'm not, I'm now I would be bullish, but because this low is still there, I'm still bearish. Okay, you can see. Okay, we get a retrace to the 5 minutes. So what do? We scale down. So you can see that on our way up to the retrace of the 5 minute gap, create a 1 minute FEG here. So those were my conditions. 5 minute gap after 9:30, get a retrace, highest time frame inversion out of it. You can see on the 2 minute there's nothing, 3 minute there's nothing, 4 minute there's nothing. It's not gonna load, but there's nothing. So on the 1 minute, I'm waiting for an inverse. I literally have me entering on this all live on my TikTok. So I had my stop at the high, and I was targeting this low, right? Right here. A little bit of 1-to-1. So I'm like, okay. Right here, you would think you would go break even. But I've kind of been using this idea of like a soft break even, where like I'm not necessarily going to go completely break even here. But once we hit this area, I'm going to see if it looks like we're going to reverse or we're going to hold. So it's because a lot of times we'll take this low, come up, retest like an order block or FEG here and keep going. So I don't want to get stop break even. So you can see, instantly take this low. So I'm not break even there yet, because this is what I see. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. Let me mark this here actually, and then let me get this out of the way. So this is where my entry is. So I see that we have a gap here. We have a gap here. And then we have an order block right here. So I'm like, okay, like we could come retrace to this area and it still be valid. So I don't want to go break even there yet. So you can see we end up coming. If I went break even, I would have been stopped there. Test the fair value gap. And then once we created a new swing low, then that is what becomes my real break even. So there, and then now it's like actually going to be a break even. So you can see sweep this low. Now at this point, I'm break even, right? I'm break even right here. So I'm like, okay, this is a risk-free trade. So then here, this right here. So you can see, so I'm break even, right? Create a 1 minute gap here. We come into the gap, come back down, create a new high. I move my stop loss to right here because I'm like, okay, if we're bearish, we shouldn't come test this fair value gap again because we swept this low. We shouldn't come back up to here if this already bounced. We should sweep here, right? So right here, my stop is right here. Let me see. My stop is right here. This is all on video. My stop is right here. My take profit is right here. And then look what happens. We literally edge my take profit by 2 points. And like if I had it just at a strict 1-to-1, wait, hold on, let me get a new tool. Here. So yeah, I mean, I had my stop up here, right? If I just had it at a strict 1-to-1, I would have took profit. But it's like, bro, I was like, this low needs to be taken, right? And then my stop was at this red line, and then you can literally see take me out, and then we go full take profit. So honestly, looking back, this was just poor trade management. I shouldn't have trailed my stop. I should have just stayed at break even. And I also probably should have took a partial at a 1-to-1 based on my first stop. My stop loss was up here. I should have took my TP should have just been right here at this 1-to-1 because I'm like, okay, like, yeah, this is my draw on liquidity, but like the R here is 1.16 and then like a 1-to-1 is right here. So it's like, I need to remember where like if my draw on liquidity is just a little over a 1-to-1, I just need to target a 1-to-1 because a lot of times we will edge these lows in reverse. So I need to just remember like, okay, either take a partial at a 1-to-1, take profit here, or just take everything off at a 1-to-1. But obviously targeting higher RR in the long run will be better. So I think I just didn't know. I wasn't really thinking and I was just like, oh, I'll just take this low. So I should have took a partial out here and just been at break even. So what did I learn from this trade? Don't like if I go break even, just go break even. Don't trail my stop. And then also like pay attention to my RR. Like if it's pretty much just a 1-to-1, just go to a 1-to-1. So that was my first trade, break even. So then we ended up creating another 5-minute gap right here. Create a 5-minute gap here. And I was being really greedy. And because it's like we already took out all of our draws lower, but I was just like, I just saw this 5-minute and then we got a CISD here. So I entered short here. And right here, right when we swept this low, I immediately went break even and then so got break even. I have my executions on the TikTok. So then I was like, okay, we have a high time frame SMT. We're definitely bullish now. So you can see, create a 5-minute gap here. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the highest time frame inversion. We actually create a 5-minute gap as a retrace. So I was like, okay, if we get a 5-minute flip, I'm going long. What's the confluence for the trade? High time frame SMT. What's my conditions? If this 5-minute gap holds and we get an inversion out, I'm going to target higher. And what do we have above? We had an hour fair value gap. So you can see 5-minute flips right here. 5-minute flips right here. I get fill, horrible fill right there, right? So I was targeting a 1-to-1. Okay. But I've noticed with 5-minute flips, we end up retracing a lot. So I should have been a bit more patient. So we're here. We retrace a lot. And then right here on NQ, they opened up a little 1-minute gap. So then we got a 1-minute inversion right here. But so I was already in the trade and I was like, dude, this is cooked. I should have banked on this, shouldn't have lost. Boom, Drake up, right? So here, I trailed my stop to this low because we swept this high with volume. I'm like, okay, like I'm trailing my stop here. Like I don't like, because if we sweep this low again, then I'm guessing we're going to take all this out. And then I ended up actually just going a 1-to-1 off of that, which, yeah, like technically this is negative RR trade, but you could see that if like, so it's like not the best and like maybe a little emotional just based off my stop loss. But you could see we ended up just flushing all the way up. And if I just kept it here, I would have took profit. But I'll be honest with you guys, I moved my stop to here and then took a profit right here. Got my third winning day. And yeah, but all the trades are exactly the same. Literally just 5 minute gaps with the highest time frame inversion out. This short was so clean, just poorly mismanaged. This trade was just, I was emotional and got lucky. I got super lucky, and I need to learn. And then this trade was textbook, just a 5 minute inversion on a 5 minute gap. I liked how I honestly managed my risk and adjusted that. And then yeah, so that was pretty much the trade. And yeah, we have some good news this week, so looking forward to it. And yeah, that's it.